This working? I'm new to all this, so please bear in mind. But yes, it's the last year of 2020. Thank goodness. I think we can all agree that's a fantastic idea. Well, 2024, sorry. It's been an odd year. I think it's been pretty good. There's always going to be there ups and downs and all that type of rubbish. But as long as we look to the future, it's going to be good. There's always going to be problems and that type of stuff. But you can never... don't know. But... so... with me and... well... right. So it was New Year's Eve on 2024, and I'm planning on doing some New Year's resolutions, which is about time. And this is going to be... what's it going to be? So, making a podcast once every day. Oh, no. If only. It will be, at the very, very least, a minimum, one a month. That's what I'm planning on doing for next year, for the whole of next year. But who knows? Hopefully it will turn out. But I wanted to make more in that type of sense. Get out more often. I'm stuck in my house all the time. By choice, because mental health issues and all that type of rubbish. Which is, this is one of the reasons why I want to start this podcast, because I want to talk more about my own personal experiences, and if anyone's dealing with those types of experiences, like I could help them through it. It's like talking about depression and whatnot. Like, I've got depression, it's an awful thing, but luckily I'm keeping on top of it. Taking medication, meeting with friends now and again, all that type of good stuff. And I like to move that also towards other people. So, speaking of the New Year's resolutions, that's one of the ideas I had in mind. To give you more advice, and I'm thinking that I can't give all good advice because I'm no good at myself. But my personal experiences, I feel like it would help. Like, it's when you look at the whole alpha male bullshit, and they're like, oh, we like, there's some like say like, oh, we do the what's it called? Like the financial help and that type of stuff. It's like, but then you look at their most viewed videos, and it's just, well, fresh and fit, where they're just fighting against women for no reason. And I'm thinking, what are we learning from this? You're meant to be teaching people how to pick up girls and that type of stuff, but you're not teaching anyone anything. So with mine, it would be more like just the basics, obvious stuff that you should be knowing anyway. Like savings accounts, putting money into your savings accounts and making sure you invest in yourself. Most important thing. And not being a dick would be a very good start. Like, there's just no need to be nasty. And you see that all the time on those types of podcasts. Might just be from my experiences. And hold on. I'm gonna briefly pause this. Apologies for that. Just Again, I'm brand new to this type of stuff. Just been testing it, trying to make sure you can actually hear my voice instead of me going. Just, it's got some deaf person looking at my lips like, what the fuck is he talking about? I can read lips, but I'm not that good. Well, there's a deaf community upset with me. So, plans for the future. I think of what else we could plan. Like, there's a lot of good stuff you can do. There's a lot of. They always go with the whole go to the gym and all that kind of crap. I don't think really you need to do that mostly. Because as I say, in my mind, it's always a temporary thing. You need something more permanent. Like, as I said, with me making this podcast, this will help. Not just. I'm not here to try and make money out of this. I just want to make some fun. The money would be nice, don't get me wrong. But that's not the main goal. My main goal has always been to make more. And I would love to have this as a job. But I can't do that if I'm not doing anything with it. It's pretty much like going up to YouTube and saying, hey, give me a job. And they're like, who are you? You know who I am. No, we really don't. I'm sure you do. I'm here for the job. It's only 10:30 p.m. here in the United Kingdom. I've been recording for 7 minutes, and I've already lost my mind. As I say, as I look into the microphone, the camera is on. Hi, YouTube. So, what's the biggest plan for the future? Because, again, you have those temporary ones, but then you have the permanent ones, like getting your own house and that type of stuff. Getting a dream career. That's what I'm planning on doing. I just never have the courage to do so. I always have it there in my mind, and then depression kicks in, and they're like, nope, I'll never leave my bedroom. I've been getting sleep later, and that's because I'm not really doing much. I need to have goals. Like this one. I had to force myself to do this kind of stuff. Before this, I was playing on Starfield. And it's a good game. People don't like it, but I don't mind it. But I'm that type of person where I like it's space. Who doesn't like space? Some weird people, apparently. And it's a space with legit sources like freaking NASA and whatnot. Why are you not that interested in it? But yet again, I'm a big Fallout fan. The Fallout games are doing great. Fallout Season 2 coming soon. Looking forward to that. Season 1 was fantastic. People were a bit, I don't know, weren't that impressed. They weren't thinking it was going to be good until it came out, and it's like, well, what did you expect? When you have people with so much passion working on something, the work shows itself as like, you see this a lot in the media, where if it's a video game or a film or a TV show, if you have people that's just there for the money, you'll know that easily and straight away. The work won't, the heart, the love, the passion won't be in there. And you'll know that straight away because they've not done much with it. But if you have someone that loves a product, like they've dedicated themselves to it, like it's like with Fallout. What's his name? Jonathan Nolan. He was a big fan of Fallout 3 and then the other Fallout games. And it's not just him. Everyone that was working on that have an experience from those games. And they incorporated it into the film, well, into the show. And like, even the people behind the cameras, even the people on the lighting, were big fans of the Fallout games. And it shows that they loved it so much. But then you go on to the opposite side. And then you look at, what's it called? The Halo TV series, where they just didn't care. No, none of them watched it. None of them really cared about it. They just saw it as a TV series that they could work on. And I knew it was going to be shit. From the very beginning, from the fucking trailer. Do you know how I knew this? They didn't use the fucking Halo music. The most defining, you mention a video game, like video game music, that will most definitely come up. It's memorable. It's what's it called? It's like it's a classic. It's I'm trying to think. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it is, but it's iconic. That's a fucking word. It's an iconic piece of media. The type of media that you like. I know this product. I must play this product. I must go on this product. Just like with Fallout. When the trailer was showing like the music, it played music from the 1950s, which is just the game's aesthetic. And then you go deeper into it and you see all people getting killed and that type of stuff in most over the top way, and it's like Fallout. Yeah, people were a bit like, I don't know, I think it's going to be a bit shit. I think it's going to be a bit shit. And it comes out and actually wins an Emmy. But that's why, if you have something that you're passionate about, you need to do it. And saying that, James, yes. If you're passionate about something, you should do it. That's something that I need to learn for myself. Because practice what I preach, kind of shit. Because my dream job is to become a filmmaker. My dream job is to, or even do this, YouTube. It's something that I've always liked to do. It's something that I've always, like even back at college in 2011, like you see big, huge YouTubers like PewDiePie. I actually said to a friend of mine, like, have you heard of this guy called PewDiePie? What do you mean, PewDiePie? The biggest fucking YouTuber. And we tried it. We've got a few. Planning on bringing it back. Just we have no idea when. It's mostly me. I need to get myself out there. Jump onto these types of things. open my setup and invite my friends. That's what another plan is to do. Get some friends of mine on. A friend of mine called Ryan, maybe George, if he's interested. Michael. George Michael, if they're interested. And it'd be fun because we barely get to see each other anymore. Like, we've all got our own stuff to deal with, like work and work and that type of stuff. It's hard. Which is another thing that I need to mention. When you're trying to work on yourself, always, always, always make time for yourself. Now, again, I need to practice what I preach, but there was some point in my life where I wouldn't see anyone. I wouldn't do much. I'm the type of person that likes to be on my own, live in my own little head kind of thing. Just, even at work, it was a job I quite enjoyed, to be honest. Let's say warehouse, and you're allowed to have your headphones on as you work, as long as you're doing your work kind of stuff. And I like that because with me, I can just put my headphones on, listen to some podcasts, listen to some music, and then just get on with my work. And I feel like that's what a lot of companies need to start doing, because especially like with a desk job and that, like, well, you don't need to listen to anyone. They just have emails and shit, or text messages, or all that type of shit. And so I feel like that should be changing at some point, get some headphones on, that type of stuff for everyone else. But also, as I said, like, you need to make space for yourself. That means also it could be anything. You could do anything. Like what I've been doing at the moment is nipping to a coffee shop. Love a little coffee shop, getting a nice cup of coffee, amazing brownie, really good brownies, and having a nice conversation with them too. The lovely lasses that were there. And it helps me get out. It helps me with my communication skills, with my social skills. That's what I think people need to have. It doesn't need to be a coffee shop. It doesn't need to be much. It could be anything. It could even be a local library. Nip into your local library, get yourself some books. That's what I used to do. Go to a library, but just use Wi-Fi really. But still, you could go there, beat someone. Which is also another thing that I need to, again, practice what I preach, but also what people need to learn. It's like how to interact with people, which is an idea that I have, to be honest. Like, let your clothes speak for themselves. Kind of like this. This shirt says on me. Says the Wi-Fi went down, so I went down to see my family. They were alright. That kind of stuff. And if you wear the clothing that you like, and that type of stuff, like this, you could then go up to people, and it's a better camera, so you can actually do this a lot. Hello. And how can we help you? But basically let the shirt do the talking kind of stuff. Let the clothing do the talking type of stuff. Because someone could look at this shirt and say, hey, that's a pretty funny shirt, where do you get it from? And that's how you can start a conversation. Or like, you start looking more at the camera, keep looking at the microphone. But like, with a t-shirt and a jumper, like I have for stuff. If this is confusing you a lot, I may or may not have autism, which doesn't surprise me, but doesn't really matter. I've not really been diagnosed. Apparently with like this, pretty much. It's kind of like this is what I got for Christmas. So you let this type of stuff do the talking for you. So you're walking around with that on. Someone says, hey, I like Fallout 2. Boom, you have something to talk about. And if it's someone that you're interested in, relationship-wise, again, another thing you can talk about. Especially now, because now that we have the television show of the Fallout series, or even other shows, like I've got another one that's Stranger Things. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, that's fantastic. Because it can help you get into these relationships, or friendships, or anything. Which I feel like is a more important thing. Having a relationship is good, but having a friendship is good. It's like a lot better in a way. My apologies, this is my second episode of the podcast, and don't know what else to say. Just trying to get through. I mean, I am planning on nipping out, but anyone in the comments want to tell me what they're doing on New Year's Eve? Going out for a few drinks, chatting up with people, spending with family and friends, which is important. Just like with Christmas, when you gather around to meet all your family and friends. It's listen. Sorry, I just got really confused. Because it says record only, but does that mean the voice? Oh. Never mind. We'll figure it all out at some point. Trial and error, as I always say. Just another thing, like trial and error with other things, like if you found someone that you're interested in and show them the t-shirt that you have and they don't like it and that type of stuff, you just try again with someone else. And didn't want to try to be a relationship guru when I'm a single man. Which is another thing, like most of these gurus are people that start in relationships themselves. So what grounds do they have to talk? This is rather bizarre. Well, no, let's talk. The can't really think of what else to talk about. Might make this shorter than it would have been. I'll make it 30 minutes. Because I don't know. It doesn't really matter how long you have these podcasts. That's another idea. If you want to do a podcast, hopefully this will be inspirational for you, because you probably have more ideas than I do. Camera, not the fucking microphone. Microphone that I need to get a better one up, because I don't know if you're hearing this voice or not. But I guess we will soon find out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now. It's been good. I'm looking forward to the future. Might make another one tomorrow, but we'll soon find out. I've been your host, James Warnock, and this has been Talkin Nonsense. Have an amazing new year, everyone. See you in the next one.